Hello, it's Harry here. I figured that some of you might be wondering how I created that fake 2000 walk speed video, and so I decided that I'd go through each and every little bit. I'll be going through how I made the fake screenshots, how I pasted the fake screenshots into the original recording, and a couple of other subtle things at the end. First off, I'm just going to show you the default recordings. I haven't done any editing here, as you can see, so I'm just going through my stuff as normal. The chest plate here I show is different to the one in the video. That's because this is just the normal chest plate as it is. You can see it's only 58 walk speed and only around 100 or so durability. And same with when I go to show the walk speed stat. As you can see, it's not 2000, it's only like a little over 200%. First thing I had to do was create these fake screenshots here. The way I managed to get this chest plate to look so realistic, at least
I think it looks realistic, and I like to think that everyone else does as well. Who knows, maybe there's some out there who just think it's obviously fake.
These are numbers that I've actually pasted from other armour pieces. We've got like two number 2s, a 0 and a 6. So to get those numbers, I had to go to my different crafted armours and paste those numbers in the correct order and stuff. In terms of how I managed to get it all precisely, I use paint.net because that just allows me to zoom in really far. I was able to zoom in this far, and of course I did the same thing with the grey text as well, and then had to move the walk speed stat over. And then I also did the same thing with the numbers for the durability. So I was moving stuff around, so surely the background would be hard to do, but it's actually not that difficult at all, because when I looked at it closer, the background is all just the same colour, so all I had to do was just fill it in, which is really easy to do. And then I ended up changing the agility minimum just as a little bonus. I don't know why, I just felt like it would be worth doing. For the other fake screenshot of the 2000 walk speed stat, I pretty much did the same method. So when I opened up my compass, I looked at all the different numbers that I'd have and try and find all the correct ones. This is the program I used to edit the screenshots on, and I can use the left, right and right arrow keys to find the exact perfect frame. So if I keep boom. So at this point I now know that this is the very first frame where the box shows up. So if I go one frame before that, there's no box, and one frame after that, the box shows up. So then what I have to do is just drag this into there, and this shows up here now. Okay, so it's here, but whoa, it's way bigger. How did I manage to get it to the perfect size? It's true that this screenshot is fake, but well, it was originally a screenshot that I took in game where I've just pasted stuff on top. So because of that, of course, it's going to be relevant to the whole game window. So the way to get the perfect width, all I had to do, because it's only showing this box here, I just have to go onto here. So this was just, I don't have to do this, but it's just my method of finding how many pixels long and high it is. So we've got 472 pixels, that's its length, and then its height 336 pixels. So then I just click off that, and you can see I've got the width and height, so just change those. 472, 336, it's pretty much a perfect match. So all I have to do now is just hover it over. If I move it a bit down here, as you can see there's bits of the chest plate. We can see two that's like outside of the one that I'm trying to edit on. If I can use, you can use my arrow keys to really precisely move it to the edge. So if we look here, we can see, oh, but that's not perfectly edited. You can see the second one. Of course we can tell this, but if we see there's still a little bit of the dark colour that's outside of the dashed arrow, so you can see still a bit there, and that's perfect, and there, and that's pretty much borderline perfect. So now we've just got our fake chest plate on, just like that. Although there's still a bit more to do, so if I just click off this eye icon, so now we just see the normal chest plate. We've got to find the exact frame where the chest plate disappears.
I just realised I'm talking in the present tense. This is something I've previously done.
But there we go. We found the exact frame where it disappears. So then I just click that so I'm able to see this. And then I just drag this down, so that's going to change the duration. And so it'll end right on that frame. The regular chest plate and the inventory disappears on that exact frame. Now we just compare it with our new chest plate on. So that's pretty much how I got that on, and then I got that exact frame right there. 238 pixels wide, 416 high. So just click off that all, and then I've got to drag it in. 238, 416. Just the same thing again, I've just got to hover that right over. And that's pretty much perfect as it is. And then there we go, we found it, the exact frame where it disappears. So just the same thing as last time, just gotta change the duration of this, put that right there, and boom, it's gone. And of course then I've just got to export the project. Very cool, I'll call it demonstration. Okay, nice, so we've got the conversion has been complete, that just means the export thing. So here's the file that we've created and faked. As you can see, we hover over the chest plate and boom, it shows the 2026 walk speed stat. And then same for the other part as well. There we go, we've got the fake 2000 walk speed stat right there. 2181 and then 2026 are both different numbers, and the reason why I chose those different numbers was because of course in the recording we've got a 16 walk speed necklace, 220 walk speed rings, we've also got our bow with 99 walk speed, and that all adds up to 20 plus 20 plus 16, that's an extra 155. If we do the maths, 2026 plus 155, yeah, that adds up to 2181. So of course I thought just doing that would make it a bit more realistic, so it's like everything makes sense. The process of adding the fake screenshots to the original recording was one that required more effort than just pasting the screenshot on top. When hovering my mouse over the chest plate and the player's stats icon, I deliberately moved my mouse as slowly as possible. I did this because when the mouse is hovering over an item in Minecraft, there's a small area where I can move my mouse but the item stats still show up. This means that if I move my mouse whilst hovering over the chest plate, the box which shows the chest plate's name and stats will also move, which would make it harder for me to add the fake screenshot to the original recording and also to make it look convincing. There's also some tricks behind the scenes for this clip as well. I opened up Minecraft with the replay mod, and a custom texture pack that had the Minecraft textures, but the sky and the ground, along with the sun and the moon, were all made to be the exact same colour. This allowed me to easily create a green screen effect within Minecraft, and the replay mod allowed me to easily get a smooth, stable and consistent camera angle. After that I went on to Minecraft with the replay mod and I recorded a replay of me flying in a straight line with an infinite teleport flying mage, and at the same spot where I recorded my archer running. After that I removed my mage and teleport particles from the replay file. Once I had the two files completed, I used VSDC Video Editor to remove the green background on the green screen replay file of my archer and placed the green screen file on top of my replay of the flying mage. This allowed me to create the illusion that the archer was in the replay and that he was moving. I also added a small circle to represent the character shadow and carefully positioned and resized it to make it look like he was truly gliding in the sky. Bye!